All right. What's up, guys? Looks like we're live. Give me 1 second to go and start my timer here so I know how long the video is running. Um, sorry about that. I didn't mean to valuable time. Um, so we reacted to Still Waters, the first 6 songs, first half of the album, and if I'm remembering correctly, the first 5 of the 6 were great, and number 6, I think I wound up listening to it again. I forgot the name of it. My eyes closed, with my eyes closed, maybe. Anyways, I wound up re-listening to that song right after I stopped the video last time, just to try to let it play again to see if maybe I would have a different reaction or a different feel. Um, But I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about the song. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, let's move on. So I'm excited. I'm ready to get back into this. I want to finish out the album, and then I have some other things that I have to get into for a little bit. But then I'll be back to more BG's reactions, and we'll talk about some things. Um, I've told you guys in the past that I focus really heavily on production. Um, That's what I went to school for. Actually, let me rephrase that. I went to school and studied business, business management to be exact. Got a degree in business management. Did great in at university. I studied and I went back to school 10 years after I got out of high school. So for me, I was able to be an adult. I already had a child and I was married for 10 years and I went back to school, got a degree. Um, Life took a little bit of a change for me. I went in different directions. And then I also decided to go back and get a degree in music production. So, running live sound for bands, being at the front of house engineer, um, and those types of things. And then in the recording studio and learning how to work the board and how to do the music production side of it. And I want to be very clear in this. And I'm saying this because I got a couple of rude comments on the last reaction that we did for Stillwaters, and which you probably didn't get a chance to see because I actually took them down. They were a couple of really negative, just nasty comments, and I'm just not here for that. I'm not gonna leave it up, so I just took it down. I didn't even respond to it. It doesn't matter. I did this. um, but I just want to be clear in what I'm reacting, and whenever I mention production or I hear certain things, I want to be very clear. And when I say music production for me is a big deal, I mean from a creative standpoint. As a creative, uh, I've been in many bands. I've played a lot of instruments. I can play a lot of instruments. One day, maybe I'll bust out my acoustic guitar or my electric and I'll play some tunes, or who knows. I'm not here for that though. I'm here to react and listen to great music and enjoy it. And the songs that aren't for me, then that's okay. Like, I can't tell you how many songs I've heard that I'm like, not my song. Yeah, it's good, but it's not my thing. Like, that happens. It's just part of music. But anyways, I'm a creative producer. I listen, I feel. I am more of the type to, if we go into a recording studio and we're gonna lay down a track, I want to just feel that vibe. I just want to rock it out, enjoy it, play it, let it grow, add layers to it, take layers away. Just experiment and enjoy. I'm not the type that goes in there with a certain beat in mind and everything has to be perfect, and like I'm much more about the flow and how it feels. So, anyways, that's all very long winded just to say whatever I say about production or maybe a certain part in a song. What guys don't take it as me being picky or finite or trying to be ugly about any certain thing. I'm not. And I don't think I'm better than, I mean, come on. I'm not better than the Bee Gees. These guys made a whole career out of it, and that's all they did their entire life. And you know what? My hat is off to those gentlemen, you know? So, anyways, 5 minutes I've already wasted of you guys' time. I'm sorry. All right. Let's get into this. I'm sure I have it pulled up. I pulled it up earlier. Yes, we're still here. Okay, so the last song, With My Eyes Closed, that was it. That was the one that I had to listen to a couple of times, and I'm not sure, you know, it's here. You know, it's a good song. Take me a few more time to listen to it, but I'll warm up. All right, so we're moving into Irresistible Force. And I'm going to play it through Amazon Prime just because I can let the lyrics play along with the song as it's playing. So here we go. It's 10 seconds.
In the name of love and life, turn your
Um, Two things I want to say about that song real quick. First, they did a great job from the production side of it, with the bass line, keeping it very on point. I was noticing whenever the drums would hit their bass, the bass pedal, the bass guitar would either be in syncopation with it or it would be just on the offbeat of it, and it worked really well. Um, I think the only I got to be careful when I say this. I think the only thing that I heard from production side on my end, if I were to mix that album, I think when they did that hard crash back in and they started that guitar solo, um, I think I would have done a little bit more of a soft edit and came in a little softer because I don't know, it just felt really harsh. It went from like a kind of like a chill, mellow vibe to a slamming it back in, and then the guitar was just wailing, um, which was a phenomenal solo. It all sounded great. It's just whenever it came back in hard. There was a harsh entrance. But that again. That's being creative. That comes down to preference. So there's no wrong or right way to do that. So again, every person, I should say, every producer is going to have their own taste, their own edit, their own style, their own feel, their own vibe, whatever you want to call it, their own stamp of approval. Call it what you will. Everyone has a different feel. So that's the only thing that I would have done a little different throughout that whole song. Now, I will say this, and I can say this with more confidence. Um, Typically, when albums are created or were created, I mean, unfortunately, albums are starting to become a thing of the past, whereas most of these younger artists now are releasing singles and they just do a single and then another single and another single and they just keep dropping singles because they get put on the streaming market until they have 12 singles out there that are floating and they're like, oh, look, that was my album. These guys put all that work into these albums and created whole albums and then dropped the release of the album. It was way different. Times have changed, guys. So, um, but typically when these albums were created, from a marketing standpoint, they would have, I say they, um, big labels and whatnot would create the first 5 to 6 songs on an album would typically be your hits, and then the ones from the middle on, it kind of become a little bit less cool of a song, I guess. Or that's the feel of a lot of albums. It feels like the first half is typically, especially the first 2 or 3 songs, are really the big hits, and then it just kind of like trickles down a little bit after that. Like, the songs are still great and everything's still rocking and rolling, just not as mainstream as maybe the first half of the album. But with all that said, that was a great song. It came in, it was upbeat, it sounded great. They had 2 different vibes. It had a flow. The solo was phenomenal. So, of course, the harmonies are going to be there because we're talking about the Bee Gees. I don't think that there's going to be any kind of negative comments about vocals at all, ever, on any of these songs. So, I did a lot of talking there. I'm sorry. Look, we're 15 minutes in. I played one frickin' song. Come on, Benjamin. Close your mouth. Closer Than Close. This I've heard before, I'm pretty sure. That's a great song. Sorry, I don't mean to stop it, but I have to stop it because that's expected. Closer Than Close is, I would say, a good song. That's one of their top ones on this album. There's a lot of mixing in that song. I mean, a lot of mixing. Hmm. That song almost has like a tropical island feel. It's a love song, obviously, but it's got more of like a you could hear like the drumming patterns were a little on the different side. Uh, I bet they had a lot of fun tracking that whole song and piecing together all the layers. And I mean, I don't know if you guys heard it, but they had like the it sounded like a xylophone to me. I'm not really sure. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. It could have been bells. Um, but they had a part where maybe even keys is what it was with just some reverb on it. But it trickled in and you could hear it like building and coming and swelling into the song. It was really cool how they brought that volume out. Um, yeah, that was neat. All right, so let's move on. I Will. This also sounds like something I think I've heard. It's hard to say until I play because I've said that before and it wasn't something that I've heard. So let's just play.
Is this your voice? Speaking my name, I hang on every word. Each letter that I write, every day, every night. But I just can't live that love. Talking to myself and believing I could live without you. Living on the lines and believing that love would stay. Listen to me please and I'm begging on my knees before you. But you don't show the way. No, you don't show the way. You may change your world and someday you may break your heart. You deserve no better. If you like me now, stand beside. I offer this to you. So leave me as I love you still. And if we don't keep you up, you know I will. You know.
Hold up. Wait a minute, guys. Come on. I just mind blown. So this song sounds so romantic and so like, baby, I love you. Ooh, baby, I love your way. Oh, yeah. So this feels like a very, very awesome love song, right? What I don't understand, he may change your world and someday he may break your heart, right? And you deserve no better. If you love him, I will step aside. I offer this to you, so leave me as I love you still. And if he don't keep you warm, you know I will. You know. Um, no. If I love you, I'm not just going to step aside and be like, hey, go hang out with that dude for a little while. Let me know if he loves you back. And if he doesn't, and you kind of want to be with me, well, then, we'll talk. Negative ghostwriter. um, ooh, that makes it hard for me to like the song because I'm like, how do you just step aside and just let the person you love just walk away and go be with another man because that's who you think she loves? And if you love your girl, You let your girl know you love her, and if she loves you back, she'll stay around. She's not gonna go hang out with some other dude. You shouldn't have to step aside. And I know it says, and you deserve no better. If you love him, I will step aside. I get it. But I mean, have a little more confidence in yourself than that, guys. Like, whew, I'm willing to bet that not one of these guys would have done what they just wrote about and stepped aside and let their wives just go be with another man because they think that she might love them. I do not see that happening ever in any situation. I just there are people that have open marriages, so maybe it can happen. But even as boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and husband, or whatever it is, like I just don't see the potential for someone just stepping aside and allowing their love to go be it with another person. I just not in my world anyway. My world is like, dude, you fight for the person you love. You let them know you love them, and hopefully they love you back. And if they do, you guys work on it, and it takes work. Relationships are not easy. You have to work on it. There's no other way around it. It's work. So, anyways, I just that lyric, man. Whew. Yeah, that caught me off guard a little bit. Sorry. It's a beautiful song. Beautiful.
So this is who you are. The rest of my life I dedicate to you.
Now that makes sense.
And I know that love can't wait. There's a moon and a sun and a dream that sees me through.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm having a real hard time with that song. um, I understand the sentiment in it. I get what they're saying. Like, I can't stop. I can't look. Can't say no more about it. Like, if you love someone else, I know I have to let you go. I understand. And, if you go be with that man and whatever happens and it doesn't work out, just know that I still love you and I'll take you back at any cost, no matter how much to my own detriment. I'll be that fall guy for you. I get it. I totally get it. Um, but I don't agree. um, no, I cannot step aside and watch if this was talking about my wife after 23 years of marriage and she comes to me and says, I feel like I'm in love with this other man, pretty sure that's going to end our marriage. um, of course, I'll still love her. I don't think you ever truly stop loving somebody. If you truly love them, you're always going to have love for them, no matter what the relationship does. I don't know why we're talking about relationships. I get it. I get the sentiment. Everybody's going to have different beliefs, guys. So let's not jump into all of that because that could get crazy. Um, it's a beautiful song. I mean, like, very well written. Sounds phenomenal. Sounds great, actually. And I really dug the melody in it. I really did. I just had a real hard time with the lyrics. Um, if you decide you got somebody else, like, mm, it ain't wise, it ain't smart. You're absolutely right. You got that part right. All right, let's just move on, and we'll call that a win-win song. Everybody wins. Um, except for I guess the man that's letting his wife go or girlfriend or whoever is letting their lover go. Like to me is hogwash. Anyways, let's keep going, guys. Obsessions. I don't think I've heard these. No lyrics. Well, maybe it has lyrics.
Tripping in the middle of the night, with a thought I had control. Didn't wanna be the one to fight. I didn't wanna lose my soul. I was up for something more. Never thought I'd get it started. Paralyzed, polarized.
Um, there was just that one line that they kept that and they went way up. I just didn't. I did not like that melody. That. What am I trying to say here without being ugly about it? Because it wasn't bad. Like they hit all the right notes. I just didn't like the way that sentence progressed. I guess I didn't like the dynamic of the lyric and the way that they sung it. It just felt like it was so out there. Like everything else was kind of blending and sounding good, and then all of a sudden we're doing this little that thing, and I just did not like that. So again, we're talking about preference. That's not. Hmm. Anyways, good song. That one line, wherever it lands throughout the song, is the one thing that kind of turns me away from it. That I would be like, nah, I'd rather listen to such and such. You know what I mean? So, um, okay, miracles happen. Here we go.
You know miracles happen. Miracles happen. You know miracles happen. If we just try, we can put it back together, you and I. And all the bad is blown away. And never say goodbye. It's the writing on the wall that makes you see. And it's the savior of my soul. But I say there must be love. We're loving everyone. Close your eyes, don't let go. Don't get lost in the falling snow. Always at a place unknown, someone you're not sure. Broken wings, don't arrive. It's a storm, but you still survive. It's gonna take a miracle, so we'll go around believing you. We'll say goodnight and stay forever. And nobody knows how much I pray for you and I. Miracles happen. You know miracles happen. And yesterday there was nothing in my life worth living for. But you were there and I was born. The very strength to carry on.
Um, honestly, I think that might be my favorite song on the whole album, guys. I don't know how far we're in at this point. I really really like that song. That's like a yeah, anytime I want to listen to the Bee Gees, I'm playing Miracles Happen. I just want to see for my own sake, like how far down are we? Miracles Happen is number 11. I just want to make sure that I knew where it was because I really, really like that song. Great lyrics, great production, great music, great melody, great everything that I've talked about this entire time had all of it in there. So, yes, absolutely. Okay, so now we're on Smoke and Mirrors. Um, 5 minutes long. So we're at 44, almost 45. Um, yeah, miracles happen, man. That's a great song, guys. I've got a few others that I need to go back and make sure I put a heart next to. Um, I'll do that right after we get off of here. So here we go. Smoke and Mirrors, last song.
When I was a boy, all the books I read, I followed like a blind man. If the words my father said, those golden summers faded into night. Words become a dream, the echoes of my childhood, and where the path is winding. May God bless you, keep you safe from harm. I stand by you always.
Sorry about that. Okay, so that was Smoke and Mirrors. That was another great song. Um, Great way to end out an album on a high note. Literally, the last lyric of the whole album is high, and then I say end the album on the high note. Haha. um, so I actually like Smoke and Mirrors. That was they had a trumpet track in the back, the orchestra hit, and it sounded really good. That was different. Yeah, I like that little at the end of that. I heard it. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, so that was a great song. They obviously were showing out with their harmonies and being able to do all the ups and downs and make it all blend so perfectly. Uh, they were like, let's just show out this last song and just throw it out there that we're that good. Uh, um, yeah. So someone told me in one of the comments from the first video I did of this, the first half, that this is not the last album. That I believe there was another one that came out, and then I think like they said maybe a year later that Mo had passed away. I believe 2003. Don't mark me on dates because that's hard to remember all the intricate details. Yeah, it's sad. I hate that we lost them, either one. It's gonna be tough when we lose Barry too, guys. So be prepared for that. But you know, the good thing is that, well, I guess it all depends on your belief. Everyone has different beliefs, and that's okay. Um, Personally, I am Christian, and I believe in Jesus, and I believe that we're all gonna wind up in a good place. So just keep on keeping on, okay? Try to do the best you can with what you got, and understand none of us are perfect, and we all sin, and we all do things that are not good. But we try to be good, you know. Um, this album, great album. I enjoyed it a lot. Um, Two songs that I'm iffy, um, just because of, well, maybe I'm gonna say two and a half songs that I'm a little iffy. Um, yeah, because you know that one freaking lyric on the eighth song. What was it? No, it was not that. It was oh goodness, I don't know. I don't remember which part it was. I'd have to listen to it again, and then um that's not the album. So, um final thoughts. Thank you for being here with me and enjoying the album and listening through. I know it took me quite a while to get through the album because I talk too much, but I think we knew that before we went into the video. I do talk a lot, um, very opinionated, and it is opinions, guys. So please don't take offense to anything. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings or tell anybody they're wrong or right. I'm just saying what comes to my mind as I listen and then taking it all in. So, um, yeah, if you like it, subscribe. Check out some of my other stuff. Might not be for you. I do react to harder rock, um, sometimes hip hop, all kinds of genres. I listen to everything, so I'm all over the place, guys. Everything from Fats Domino, Louis Armstrong, uh, the, the Beach Boys. I mean, any of it. Beastie Boys. Yeah, all kinds of music. All over the place. Okay, so I hope you guys are well. I hope that life is treating you with kindness, and please be kind to others. Everybody's kind of going through it right now, it seems, on some level, you know, in different ways. But just try to be a decent person and show a little compassion for others. You know, it goes a long way. All right. Well, love you guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. And I will see you on the next one. You guys take care.